We are on the hunt. Meat from fresh kills. Until next time.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Sounds good. Be careful.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions.
What do you need? Really? You're who? Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is... Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Oh, what delight. Another clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Finally.
Heard what you did. Killing those foul witches. Well done, companion.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger. I've got a little word if you're interested, traveler.
Fruit! Fresh off the boat! The freshest in Skyrim! Get your fresh fruit and produce here!
Pardon me.
Godlike Whitemane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sodengard.
Can I help you? What are you doing that for?
I welcome.
The air is so clear in Skyrim. One can see forever.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready. You can't go to a party at... Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all... Just make sure... Good luck.
A fellow... comer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Have you? Please.
Madam
what is it, Malborn?
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
This war
It's
has
just
taken a
that
toll
we've
on the merchants
run out of the
Skyrim.
Alto wine.
Let's hope that it ends soon.
Do
for
I
their
have your
sake.
permission to uncork the...
Of
Olympia
course.
Red?
I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
I'm not
Yes,
sure
Madam
that it's
Ambassador.
news, but lately it's
My
seemed
apologies.
that
We'll have to get better acquainted later.
equal
Please, enjoy yourself.
Not really a fair comparison, if you ask me. After all, Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with...
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around? What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? My friend, you are very perceptive.
Very much
I have a
so, and
powerful
thank you
thirst
for
that
asking.
cannot be
It
slaked.
pleases me to hear you say
And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Ellenwen must have told them to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. I need another drink.
What can I get for you? What can I get for you, ma'am? Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you?
What does a fellow need to do to get... Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can be... Is that all? My friend. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
And they're as poor as wretches.
Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Ellenwen, our mistress.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although...
So far, so good.
most of you are
Let's hope
already
nobody
in
saw
bed
us slip
with her.
out.
But again...
We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Good boy now. Wouldn't want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we?
Who comes, Malvern?
Bring me a drink.
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules? Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
I hope
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well,
Good
Did
luck.
you see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to... I'm going to find whoever did this.
that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful. Do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne. Talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
What was that?
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? Yeah. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out. I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out. I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. I damn well hope they're after some old guy named Esbern. I've seen a guy. Not much to go on. That's it? Now, let's get out of here. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? They grabbed me in the Ratway. The nerve of these bastards. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never should have come here.
What's the hurry? Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. Esbern? He's alive? Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find him. You mean aside from... Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about... Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess... Riften, eh? You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. What is it?
Oh, what happened?
You're back! Let's play a game. Aww. Mama!
mind, smile at me, friend.
What do you need?
Riverwood's agreeable. Very good, ma'am.
Need something? Yes?
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you... Need something? Good to see you again, friend.
So, lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name. He's holed up in the Ratway. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that, he's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only dangerous-looking elves who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions.
Someone there. What was that?
Bucket, knife, book, inkpot, stone. No.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what... Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you're with the Thalmor. So, Delphine, you'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want. Come in.
Fine.
Mustn't speak of these things in the Ratway. This'll just take a moment.
Please, pretty please.
This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
A little closer.
There we are. Come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Yes, so you said. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen? Aldwin has returned, the dragon from the... No one can escape his hunger. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. Yes. Oh, yes. Only a dragon. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. What? Then we must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss.
Pot,
But
stone,
just
bucket,
I must
book,
tell you.
knife.
I'll need... No. Put my annotating annual.
Such a shame.
What is... do you need... Really? He's safe? What? You left him on his own? With the Thalmor after him? Go make sure he's safe, and bring him here!
You're nothing but trouble. What is it?
Stupid dog.
You're new around here, so I'll go eat.
I had heard you died. I don't think Galmar even knows my name. Probably because I'm not the Dragonborn. Who do you think's killed more Imperial? I can't remember the last time I visited home. I have to admit, This is more fun than I thought it'd be.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Yes?
What was that?
There you Come here.
Yes? What is it?
I'm warning.
We should keep moving. You'll have to speak up. It was a cold day. We heard the news at the Thalmor ambassador delivered. I knew that day that he was true.
A little closer.
Good.
I'm warning you. Back off.
No.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling.
Highly overrated.
careful.
Delphine.
Who do you think's killed more
It's
Imperials?
good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Let's see what Esbern has to say. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know... what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event, despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldrin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood? The road south through... Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth. And either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Always. Let's go see if we can find this Skyhaven Temple.
Hello, friend.
Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
What is it? Lead on to Skyhaven Temple.
By sure. What do you want?
Did you hear that? Lead on to Skyhaven Temple.
never should have come here.
Citizen of...
Good.
Call yourself a warrior?
Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh!
Fight or die well.
Ah, a visitor. Old Hrolden Inn has hundreds of years.
you drink too
Old
much,
Hrolden
you're
is the
out.
stone that the Empire's history. Have a good rest. It's the big room with the double bed. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yalti, is that you? You promised me, Yalti. And I've waited. Give me your sword, Yalti, that we may become... I long to taste battle. It's been a... Remember our lessons from the sword masters of Alcair? Let me show you a few things you may have forgotten before we leave Hrolden.
You're the harbinger of the companions. It is my honor to stand before you.
Never should have come here.
My money's on the big one.
I cannot best you!
I'm over you. That's for the blade!
This won't take long. You're not afraid of me, are you?
Mercy!
What do you need, Dragonborn?
Who's there? There you are. That's the end of that.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You had the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left. Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way. Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe. People must be close to the entrance.
Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Riemann Cyrodiil?
It's coming to life. After you, Dragon.
There's no telling what we might find inside. See how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's Wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout, but there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk. The Greybeards are so... Think about it. Have they tried to... No. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd lived? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. I know the prophecy by heart. Once all blades do it, when Misrule takes its place at the 8 corners.
Well, I'm gonna look over this. See what the old blades left for.
Sky above. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once. Have you considered that those who overthrew him, if the world is meant to end? No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. I have given my answer. Go and reconsider your course.
Strundur, Rockventin Vak, Bardonax.
Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all. He lives in He speaks to us only rarely, and never to us. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Look! Look! No?
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova.
Yol?
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me. Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zembach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? Pruzha, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Sulyek. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kel, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. You have it. The Kel, the Elder Scroll, Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes in. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
You put it him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Balthor, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. If you are right,
no,
I'm not needed.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Me, Tarudis, Ani, Hind Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
What have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarudis Arthas, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power, I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel the first time, worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Damn you. It's no use. Smoke, they'll be enough.
Hold Alderman on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard! Begone, World Eater! By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out! You are banished! We shout you out from all our endings unto the last! Are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate. In Sovngarde.
Dur?
Foot, you are too late, Alduin.
Relax. My power has waxed, while yours has waned.
Unsra Pokoran, never again.
Dur?
Because of my ancient foes, but you are not their equal.
Now, Dovahkiin, now he is
Nismul, Dovahkiin. You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal. Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pahlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkosayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. Which calls to you. In your tongue, the word simply means, that is the true meaning. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum arc mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
I hear the East Empire Company has reopened. Staying out of trouble, kinsman?
Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. What you're asking, why would I agree to let a Alduin, the World Eater himself? But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. Now what's this nonsense about trap? Then Whiterun will stand with you. So what's the plan then? How do you intend? Oh, probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works. And break the news to the men. Aye, with a certainty. It was Talos that helped us win back the city. I'm as sure of that as the sun rising in the morning. Might even build a new temple and put Heimskr in charge of it. I bet he'd like that. I was done talking anyway.
I used to dream of it. I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. He's a dragon. The Blades have been hunting. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort.
Interesting problem. Yeah.
An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with the voice, he's not compelled to, but your voice in particular, I think it's very likely that... indeed. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter. Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that marked the border.
Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a god.